Well, hello once again, Dave in 9VFR. Thanks for watching once again. And I asked myself a question. Can you work FT8 on 60 meters? 60 meters gets very little activity, and I was curious if I could do that. So what I found out was that yes, I could. And actually, it's very legal, of course. There are limitations. I think 100 watts if you're going to use single sideband. You got to watch your wattage there. Don't let your signal splatter. And on FT8, it should not do that. So obviously lower your power. And particularly if you're using a directional beam, you're supposed to keep some kind of records, etc. Check out the legalities. There are a couple of them, nothing serious. But what I found, it's very easy to do on WSJTX. And we're going to open that up and get it going. I'll show you exactly step by step the very few things you need to do to set your ICOM 7300 in particular up for 60 meter FT8 back in Flash. And we are back. I'm currently on, I just happen to be on 20 meters FT8. I'll turn, you can probably maybe hear in the background a bit. I'll turn some of that down. So what we need to do to get on 60 meters FT8, and if I look over at the little spot over here, you'll find that 60 meters is not available. There is nothing that looks like 60 meters. I have not set it up on this computer. Another laptop that I do use for logging while portable doing POTA, that is set up. So what I need to do is go up here to click File down here, Settings right there. Click on Settings and come on over here and click Frequencies. And that's going to bring up this screen right here. And I've absolutely got to be in region 1, and anywhere in region 1. Anywhere in region 1. I go down to region 2 here, but I need to be in region 1. And I'm going to click here, right-click the mouse, and insert. And I'm going to I'm going to put the mode in here. I'm going to go to FT8 right now, and the frequency. The frequency obviously is very important. And actually, I'm going to have to move my camera just a little bit so I can add the frequency. It happens to be 5.357. Bear with me just a moment while I add that in here. 5.357. 5.34357 is what I want. And that should be good. Let me see. I think let me see if I can add this, a description. I don't know. Nope. I'm just going to leave it the way it is. 5.357. I want to click that. And very good. Now I'm going to add another one. That's FT8. I also want to have FT4. I guess I'm going to need to, let me see if I can insert a description. And I'm going to have to do this again. I'm going to call that, obviously, FT8. And I hope you can see that FT8 right there. I'm moving the camera once again. Forgive the bouncing. And I'm going to come down here. And I'm going to do another one. That's not where I wanted that. I'll have to, well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to do this one right here. I'm going to insert that. And okay, it is good. All right. Okay, that's good. Let me see what I've got. Back up. I'm going to go here and I'm going to add insert. And I'm going to call this one FT4. And I'm going to call that FT4 instead of FT8. And hopefully what's going to happen is they're both going to be available. FT8 and FT4 are the same frequency on 60 meters. So on 60 meters, you know what? I'm going to name, I'm going to call it mode FT4. Okay, very good. So I'm going to call that good. This is a different setup here. So I'm not sure what I've got. FT8, I don't know why I've got two of them there. I'm going to go ahead and delete that one. And this is where I'm going to insert the name FT8. FT8. And hopefully you can see that. I think they are there. I don't know. It's doing different things to me. Okay, we're going to click OK on there. Hopefully something came out. So I'm going to review just very briefly. So on WSJTX, go to File, click Settings, then click Frequencies, and click anywhere in Region 1. Make sure it is Region 1, and then right-click the mouse, right-click, or whatever your device is, and put Insert. Add mode FT8, you can also FT4, the frequency 5.357, click OK, and do the exact same FT8 and FT4. They are the exact same frequencies. So back in just a moment. I hope you got this. I'm leaving this on for just a few moments in case you want to go back and look. And all right, a brief pause. Okay, and I'm looking here on this list over here on the left, and I do see 5.357 megahertz. It tells me it is 60 meters. I've only got a handful of watts on there. Let's tune, and we shall see what happens. I'm going to erase that, clear that. Let me set up my radio a little bit. I do hear a little bit of noise. A little bit of noise. So I'm just going to go ahead and click it back down the receive a wee little bit. It's kind of all over the place. And okay, enable. I'm calling CQ at the moment. Who knows? Maybe I'll even have a QSO, a W4HHN. He is there. He's calling CQ. Maybe I should have just answered his call. Let's just do that. Let's just call W4HHN. Who knows? We might even have a first, for me, FT8 QSO on 60 meters. Well, let's just see. I'm only going to give him just one more try. Hey, looky there. Well, LOW4HHN. How about that? So it was that easy. I'm going to go ahead and flip this back around. My 7300 was seamless. I'm curious what the SWR. Anyway. I didn't really look there. Hey, I think I got this one going. I'm going to have a 60-meter FT8 QSO, my first ever. And that means it's time for a sip of homebrew. Awesome, awesome. Oh, yeah, I've got it just popped up, log QSO, which I will do momentarily. Life is good. Okay, I am going to log that in my file. And hey, thanks for watching. I hope you learned a little something. This was so easy, even I can do it. Hey, N9 VFR, thanks. Bye.